Hi everybody. So I'm going to make some granola. So first we're going to chop up some dried apricots. And I have dried cherries, dried blueberries, yogurt covered cranberries, sunflower seeds, mixed nuts, pecans, and then the oats. And I'll be right back. I need the silicone for my tray. What you doing, Bill? What you doing, Bill? Okay, that was the only thing I forgot this time, because I just bought them. So, cut up your apricots. Do not laugh at my what's his name? Dr. Seuss, Cat in the Hat. Okay. And you can cut these up to the size that you want. And this is the crunchy granola. You know, like the nuggets you can get, that's what we're making. Because if you've watched my granola videos before, I don't like the I call it dusty. I don't know what other word to use. It's dusty. It's just kind of like dry oats and this my husband's going to use for his yogurt. It's basically a parfait I make. I use the jam that I can, layer it with plain unsweetened yogurt, and then he puts this on top for the crunch. Put our nuts. I don't know how many days granola lasts for him. And this is almonds, hazelnuts, peanuts, walnuts. Just gonna roughly chop them. He likes it nutty. You don't want it all oaty. Is that even a word? I don't think that's a word. And you want 3 cups of nuts, chocolate chips, dried fruits, whatever you want to add to your granola. You can flavor it any old way you want. The only thing non-vegan in this is the honey, which I don't even understand why that's not vegan. You're not hurting the bees taking honey. They leave it all the time. They will desert a hive when they swarm. What are you supposed to do with all that honey? Just leave it for Winnie the Pooh or what? I don't know. I think that one's... Don't get me started. Or I shouldn't get myself started. You guys didn't do anything. Okay, so used up that. It's easier if you get the sliced almonds, but this is what I have. And then we have some pecans. Pecans are what go under the bed back in the olden days. Just saying. Chop these up. So if you don't want to use the honey and you want to make this vegan, you can use corn syrup or maple syrup. Just know that maple's going to give you more of a flavor. So what we were going to do is we want 1/2 cup of coconut oil. Go ahead and do that. And I used the oil before the honey. Actually, you want 1/2 cup of oil. My bad. But I used the oil first so the honey comes out easier. There's the oil. 1/2 cup of honey. And it's 1/3 cup. See how that honey came all the way out of there? Because we used the oil first. So it's 1/3 cup. Of packed brown sugar. Half a teaspoon of salt. One tablespoon of vanilla. This is my homemade vanilla. You want to mix this until that sugar is well incorporated into the oil. I mean, the directions say dissolved, but you're not really going to get dissolved. You'll get this. And the only times I have problems with this is when my brown sugar is getting hard. So nice fresh batch there. Okay, so once you have this all mixed up, I'm going to add our 5 cups of oats. You want those oats to get really coated. Mush it around. It gets in there. And you get a nice amount of granola from this recipe. Okay, I'm going to add my nuts and my apricots. I'm going sunflower seeds. Nice handful of dried cherries. And a nice handful of dried blueberries. Those are really sticky. When it's finished, I will add the yogurt covered cranberries. So if somebody doesn't like those, they can just pick them out, but I don't want the yogurt coating to melt. And if it doesn't look like it has enough goodies in there for you, just add some more. This looks pretty good to me. Smells nice and fruity. It's a clump of cherries there. You just want to make sure that that oatmeal is really mixed into the honey and sugar, because that's what's going to make it all stick together, because this will come out like a bark. You'll want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees. You will bake this for 30 minutes, turning the pan around halfway through. Okay, it's nicely mixed. And you can add some flax to this if you want to bump up the nutritional value. Made a mess. Some people have comments about me using my stove, and it's really the easiest space I have to work on, plus it has the most light, so that's why I do it. Silicone sheet on here. These are for macaroons, but they work for all your baking. Spread it out thinly and evenly on the tray, and you want to pack it down firm, so I will do that once I get all of this on the pan. I feel like I've been in the kitchen all day. I did a rotisserie chicken video for you guys tonight. Hopefully it's watchable. So just spread it all the way around. I use the silicone because it just makes it so much easier to get this off the pan. And you could actually do this thinner if you want and use 2 trays. Here we go. Just pack it down, and if you don't have a silicone tray, I don't know if this would stick to parchment paper or not. As of yet, I've never used parchment paper. I actually have some because everybody said I needed it, but in all my years I've never used it. So just really pack that down. The get all those goodies in there. I don't think he'll complain this time saying it doesn't have enough nuts and stuff. If you wanted to put on gloves, you could do that and just use your hand. So there we go. Got it nice and packed. And some of this will, you know, come off like the other. That's just how granola is, but you'll have those nice nuggets if you like that when you break it up. You can break it up as big or small as you want, or you could totally break it up into you know, really small pieces. So I'm going to put this in the oven. Set the timer for 15 minutes. In 15 minutes I'll come back, turn the tray around, do it for another 15 minutes. If it's not brown to your liking, you can do it a little bit more. Just watch it because it happens fast. And then let it cool. When it's cooled, break it up like you would a bark. And so yeah, I will see you when that comes out of the oven. And we can break it up. I'm gonna clean up my mess now. Okay, so here it is straight out of the oven. It's a light golden brown. So I'm just gonna let it cool and hope that I let it get brown enough. The last time I wanted to go a little browner than this and I went too far and I had to throw the whole thing away. So I'm just gonna let this cool, and then when I come back I'll show you how I break it up. And yeah, I'll be back. Dishes, look, dishes are all washed. Rotisserie motors, bowls, empty sink, rotisserie, pots. I've been cooking all day, you guys, I'm telling you. You might think my dishes are always dirty, but I do wash my dishes. And I'll probably have to start the dishwasher before I go to bed. So I'll be back when we break this up. Oh, and I'm fresh too. I have on some cozy jammies. And yeah, so gonna let this cool, go play my Game Boy for a little bit. Mario Brothers is kicking my butt. So I'll see you in a minute. It'll be no time for you, I promise. You know, I was just thinking about all those dishes. That doesn't count the dishwasher. Okay, so we're back. This is, I mean, it's not cool, but it's not hot. So, trying to think of what I want to use to lift it up. Oh yeah. See? And we'll call this the California blend, fruits and nuts. I can say that. I'm born and raised there. Don't come at me. And just break it up as big or small as you want. Like I said, so you'll have pieces come out, but it's not going to be a big bag of dusty granola. You like those clusters. And I've even thought at times, if you want, you could just kind of do that maybe and see if you can get it, you know, to bake in clusters, but this works. And you can do big pieces. You can just leave it like that. And the edges, they get done good. like the edges. They're my favorite. Healthy snack. Can use everything organic. Make it for the kids. This is for hubby's. He snacks on it, I guess, at work. And then has it with his yogurt in the morning for breakfast, because he leaves for the base at, he's there by 5:30, I think. So he has breakfast there, he has coffee here, gets ready, heads to the base. I know he eats lunch by 10:30 in the morning. He does that at home too, and I'm like, dude, that really isn't lunchtime. I'm having breakfast when he's having lunch. So this is it, and I will show you how I do his yogurt. And we'll use that blackberry jam that I made a week or two earlier. Last month. So that's all you do. Just bag it up and keep it in an airtight container. You can seal and mill it. It'll last a long time that way. And yeah, I hope you like the recipe. I hope this video is better than the earlier one. So if you have any questions, post them down below. If you like the recipe, a thumbs up always helps. And if you haven't subscribed, maybe think about doing that, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.